Hi, it's Leaner Lizzie here. I had my surgery on October 19th, so now today is October the 28th, so what is that? Okay, that's terrible. 9 days. It's 9 days post-op. And, anyway, I was gonna do a video at a week, but I just haven't felt very good, and I've had the kids in the house and everything, so it hasn't really been good timing. So right now I have a few minutes all by myself, so I thought I would shoot a video real quick. And, so I'm doing well. Liquids are going down well. Um, I've actually had a few bites of like other people's food. Like my husband went to Chick-fil-A yesterday, and I took like the tiniest nibble ever off his chicken breast for his like Chick-fil-A sandwich. And I ate one of my daughter's French fries, but everything has gone down really well. Nothing hurts. Nothing. Everything's cool. I am finding it a lot harder to get my liquids in than I thought it would be. Like, I'm just not hungry. Other than head hunger, which I was having a terrible time with yesterday. Yesterday was awful. Like, I wanted to eat everything in sight. But physically, I'm not actually hungry. Like, my stomach is, I'm never hungry. So it's hard to, I have to, like, watch the clock and be like, okay, it's been like 3 or 4 hours since I've had something. It's probably time to have another protein shake because it's only like 100 calories. And drinking water is harder than I thought it would be too, because I'm used to drinking water where I would drink like I'd sit down and drink like a whole, like one of these glasses of water, and I would drink the whole glass in like, 5 minutes or something. Well, I can't really do that now. So although everybody says, sip, 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 but I can take kind of regular drinks of water. Like it's not really, I am finding it better. You see my straw here. I am finding it easier to drink the water with a straw. I know they say don't use a straw because it introduces air into your stomach, but I feel like I'm getting more air in my stomach with drinking it just off the rim of the glass. I'm like burping a lot and all kinds of stuff. So since I've been using the straw, I haven't really been burping. So I think that's a myth, but I don't know, whatever. Or maybe I'm just drinking. Maybe I don't know how to drink or something off the rim. I don't know. But I'm a straw drinker, definitely. I always have a straw. So maybe that's why, like, I've forgotten how to drink out of the glass like a normal person. But, anyway, let's see, what else? You see my lovely bruises here from I had uncooperative veins the day of I don't know if you can even see that bruise. It's probably not gonna, oh, there it is. And, I have bruises all up and down my arm. They had to stick me like 8 times the day of surgery to find a vein to do the IV in. So, that was exciting. And I don't have a problem with needles as long as I don't watch the needle actually going into my skin. Like, once it's in my skin, I can look at it and it's fine. But whenever they're putting it in my skin, like actually sticking me, I'll look away and stuff. And then after that, I'm fine. But that day, I was actually starting to get queasy because it was just it was so much like digging around in my veins. And when they would stick it in there, it wasn't like stick it in and find something. It was like stick it in, move it around, move it around, move it around, move it around, pull it out, move it around, pull it out a little bit, stick it back in, move it around. And I was just like, well, like it was making me ill. After like, they probably worked on getting a vein for like 40 minutes. It was forever. And that was not fun. I was not excited, but anyway, actual surgery went fine. Once they found a vein, it was fine. I think what they did is they put like a pediatric needle in, because apparently my veins are small or something. So they put a pediatric needle in, found a vein, used that to put me to sleep, and then while I was asleep, they dug around and found a good vein to actually continue the IV fluid. So, but they got it in my wrist eventually without much problem. But that wrist area hurts. That's a very painful area to use. So once I was out, I didn't care, obviously. So, let's see, what else can I talk about? I've been doing my protein shakes. The first week is broth, and then after that, it's protein shakes. But I started my protein shakes 2 days early because I felt like weak, and I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't getting any nutrition off the chicken broth, which you're not really. So I did buy bone broth, which has a little bit of protein in it, but I only drank like 2 or 3 cups of bone broth a day, so I probably had it's 7 grams of protein for a cup. So if I drank 3 cups, that's 21 grams of protein, which is like barely anything. I mean, it's not much. So, and even since I've been doing the protein shakes, I've only been drinking like 2 or 3 protein shakes a day, which is if I can get 3, that's 60 grams of protein. So that's good. Sorry, I just burped. Burping is like a new part of my life. So, if I can get 3 protein shakes in, that's 60 grams of protein, so that's pretty good. But I've really only been drinking 2, I guess. I don't know if I've even had 3. Which I've been doing the protein shakes for like 4 days, maybe, or I've lost track. But anyway, it's hard. It's hard to get all this stuff in that you're supposed to drink. Like I don't really drink that much, and I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but before I had surgery, I'm not somebody who drinks a lot of fluid. I just don't drink. I'm never thirsty. Like I don't really and I wasn't drinking like sodas all day or anything, so it's not like it's hard to transition to water. I just don't drink anything. So having to drink all this fluid, all of a sudden it's like it takes up like my whole day because I'm just not used to drinking this much stuff. So I'm trying to get the water in, but I don't think I've hit 64 ounces yet. I usually use these Tervis cups that I showed you a minute ago, and those hold 16 ounces of water. So I've been getting like 2 of those in a day, and then I have another cup on my nightstand which I'll drink. That holds like maybe 8 or 12 ounces. I'm not sure. I keep like dropping the phone here. Sorry. So I don't know. I don't think I've hit 64 ounces yet, but I'm trying. I mean to. The effort is there. It's just not happening. So, although I think you can count the protein shakes in with your liquid, so maybe I am hitting 64 ounces, because if you add in 22 ounces of protein shakes for 2 of them, they're 11 ounces a piece, those muscle milk things. I really like the muscle milks. I also have a couple of, there's this stuff called Biochem, and I got it on, what is that online website? It's not Thrive, it's the other one. I'll think of it in a minute. But I got organic, like milk or it's like milk proteins from grass-fed cows, and it's organic grass-fed cows, and it's got phytochemicals in it, so it's got like algae and green things in it, so it doesn't really taste that bad, and if you added like some instant coffee to it, it would probably taste really good. But I got the chocolate flavor, and it's got green stuff in it as well. So I feel like you get a little more nutrition from, since these protein shakes, you're not getting any kind of like vegetable content at all. So with the phytonutrients, you'll get, green things and stuff in your food as well. So, those actually don't taste too bad. They're kind of a pain to mix up. The muscle milk is easy. You just open the little thing and go. But the Biochem stuff is pretty good. And I also got a vanilla one, which does not have green stuff, because I figured that would be gross in a vanilla flavor. And I think it would be green. The chocolate powder has a very slight green tint to it as well, which does not bother me. I'm pretty easy with my protein shakes. Like, they all kind of taste the same to me. Like, they taste different, but they're fine. Whatever. They're not gross or whatever else. So. And then I got a third one, which is a chocolate flavored, and I don't remember what it's called. It's like Muscle Builder maybe, or something like that, but it's another chocolate protein shake, and that one's kind of like, it's fine too, but it has like a thicker texture to it. Like, it's more, I want to say gluey or something. There's something ooey gooey about the texture to it. Which, whatever, that's fine. So, what else to talk about? Incisions are looking pretty good. I had some big bruises I had 5 incisions, because they did a hernia repair too, the hiatal hernia repair. So I had 5 incisions, and 2 of them were kind of like bigger ones, maybe 1.5 inches long, and then 3 of them were like little, like 1/2-inch slices. And, all of those are healing up really well. They closed them up. I don't even think there's stitches in them. I think they closed them up with like surgical glue, which is it's really thick, like, I guess like super glue type stuff. And it's still on me, 9 days post-op. So, They told me I could get a shower. I waited a really long time to get a shower. It's pretty gross, but I didn't get a shower until last night. Um, but I've literally been doing nothing except like sitting around the house. So I didn't really even feel that dirty. My hair was like really oily, but other than that, but they told me that I could get a shower, but not to get your stomach wet. And I'm like, how is that even possible? So I didn't get a shower because I was afraid of dissolving that glue, but apparently it doesn't dissolve like that. Because I did get a shower last night and it's all the glue is still there, which I didn't like scrub my stomach or anything, but it definitely got wet just because the water's dripping everywhere and stuff like that. So I don't know how you're supposed to get a shower and not get your stomach wet. Like, that sounds crazy to me. So anyway, what else? I guess we're at 10 minutes now. It's probably, or almost 11 minutes. It's probably time to wrap this up. But everything's going really well. I can't wait until I get to eat food. I'm going to talk about my next meal, my meal that I'm going to have on Wednesday. I get to, Snappy. Snappy, I get to introduce soft foods on Wednesday. So I'm going to go and get some steelhead trout from Kroger. And I'm going to broil it for like 4 or 5 minutes. Snaps, please stop. Snaps, leave it. Okay, the dog, sorry. I have a miniature dachshund, and when she gets barking, she never stops. So anyway, I'm going to make some steelhead trout and some green beans. That is like what I've decided is going to be my first meal. I prepare my green beans. I always get green beans out of the can, but I prepare my green beans with, I put them in a saucepan and cook all the water off of them. Like, boil the water off of them, and then I drizzle them with olive oil and pepper. Although I think I'll leave the pepper off for the first meal. And then the steelhead trout, you just put it under the broiler. And Snaps, please stop barking. No. You put it under the broiler and just broil it for like 4 or 5 minutes and maybe drizzle a little olive oil on it and some salt. And it is amazing. So that is what I'm looking forward to as my first meal on Wednesday. I can't wait. So, and with all these bites of food I've been taking, like, nothing's hurt going down. Oh, I did have, okay, one thing I want to talk about. The other day I made some soup, and it was like broccoli and cheese potato soup, and then I added a little water to it so it'd be thinner, and then I ate all the like liquid off of it and left the chunky parts. I did get a couple chunky parts in my mouth, but I just kind of mashed those up and like went on about my business. So, but I did not think about how much I was eating. I just ate the soup, and I'm used to eating an entire bowl of soup. So it didn't even, I didn't even think about, hey, you just had surgery and your tummy is super tiny now, so you can't do that. Like, I just ate and ate. And then all of a sudden I realized like half the bowl of soup was gone, and I was like, oh, like, I didn't feel full, nothing, it was fine. And I was like, okay, I should stop eating this now, because I've eaten like a cup full of stuff, and this is probably not like this, I don't know, I'm not supposed to eat that much. So I quit eating it. Well, like 5 minutes later, I thought I was going to die. It came back with a vengeance. My stomach felt like I had just eaten 3 Thanksgiving dinners, and it hurt. It hurt so bad, and I felt like I was gonna hurl, and like my body broke out into like this like cold, shaky sweating thing, and I think I just ate way too much stuff. Like, it was just too much liquid. It was all liquid, but it was like cheesy liquid. So, because it was cheese potato soup or whatever, so it was like cheesy, brothy, creamy, liquidy stuff that I drank, and it probably had some potato like starchy stuff in it as well from the potatoes and stuff, but I felt terrible, and that lasted for like 15 minutes, and I was just like, oh my god, like, I think I've killed myself here, and I couldn't tell if I was gonna puke or pass out or what, and I didn't do anything. I just sat there and like hyperventilated for 15 minutes. And then I guess it kind of moved through my stomach and allowed more room. I did burp a whole lot during that, and I think I was just trying to make all the room in my stomach that I could, but that sucked. Like, I definitely don't want to experience that again. That was terrible. So, watch your portion sizes. That is my takeaway lesson from this incident. Because your stomach, you won't know you're too full until it's too late, I think, is what's happening here. So I'm just going to have to, like, eat a half a cup full of stuff and stop. Which will probably be hard for me because that's one of my problems that I've always had with stuff is portion size. I've said before, I think in my video, that I really like healthy food, but I just eat way too much. That was always my problem. So now that I am forced to eat, my hand's getting tired. Now that I am forced to eat little sizes, I thought my stomach would force me to eat the little sizes, but what I'm realizing, I think, from the soup incident is I'm going to have to force myself to eat little sizes. Otherwise, my stomach is going to, like, retaliate and feel like I'm dying. So, I'm going to have to make a mental note to always stop myself at, like, half a cup size. Excuse me. To avoid that feeling again, because that was terrible. So, anyway, I guess that's all I have to talk about. Like I said, recovery went well. The pain medicine made me super tired. They gave me hydrocodone, which basically made me sleep. So I know you're supposed to do all this walking and everything. I didn't walk much. I walked around the house a little bit, and then I went back to bed. And I basically slept for like 5 days. And then after that, I was done sleeping. And I stopped taking the pain medicine after like 5 or 6 days because I was just like, okay, I can't sleep my whole life away. I just feel like it was almost like depressing. Like I got into like a small state of depression from just sleeping so much and literally doing nothing. And so I quit taking the pain medicine, which allowed me to like stay awake during the day and like visit with my husband and family and stuff. So anyway, I think that's it. Oh, how much weight have I lost? I forgot to talk about that. I have lost 20 pounds since October 1st, which I am super excited about. So it was 12 pounds on the pre-op diet and 8 pounds post-op. I didn't do my stats. I'm supposed to do my stats. Okay, so high weight 300. Weight day of surgery was 288. And yesterday I weighed in at 280. And I am pretty excited about those numbers. So I don't know if I'm going to be a slow loser or a quick loser or whatever. I lost after my weird eating yesterday where I nibbled things. I've been weighing myself every day and I've been losing like 2 pounds every day, which I was excited about. I know that is not a sustainable thing, so I'm not, maybe 1.5 to 2 pounds every day. I know that's not like realistic for any length of time other than the week after surgery where you're drinking chicken broth and eating nothing. But I lost like 0.2 pounds between today and yesterday, and I wonder if that was, I don't know why. I don't know if that's my body like slowing down now, or if that is because I ate weird stuff yesterday. I ate all the things I ate yesterday. I ate a nibble of chicken. I ate a French fry, which it was those like waffle potato fries, so it was probably like that big. I ate 4 goldfish. I ate that bowl of chicken, not chicken. I ate that bowl of potato broccoli soup stuff that made me sick. And I ate 2 protein shakes and some water. So I don't know if that was like too much food for my body after no food for a week and a half or whatever. And it didn't lose any weight, or if it's just the natural momentum of like, slowing down now that I'm starting to eat protein shakes and stuff. So we'll see. But I mean, it's cool. Either way, I mean, I can't expect to lose 8 to 10 pounds every week like that. That's not going to work. So, I mean, that would be awesome, but that would be crazy. Like, nobody does that. So, anyway, but I will keep you guys posted, and I will do another video next week. And I'm super excited to be post-op now. This is very exciting stuff. So, anyway, have a great day, and watch those portion sizes. Bye.